And welcome back to the restaurant show. We are joined by a new face, but a familiar business. This is Andy Lundgren, new general manager over at Rosie's Coffee Bar and Bakery. Welcome, Andy.
Hey, man.
Yeah, good
Thanks
to have
for
you
having
with us. So what are we going to be doing today?
Cool. All right. So today we are going to be making a pour-over coffee.
Okay.
This is just a really cool, fun, fresh way to make a individual cup.
Okay.
At Rosie's, we like to brew in lots of different methods.
Sure. Yeah.
So we've got a variety to go with. This just happens to be my personal favorite.
Okay, great. So what's the first step then? What do we do here?
First step. All right. So we are going to get our water, which we have predetermined that is at about 200 degrees.
Okay.
Perfect extraction for coffee happens in between 195 and 205.
All right.
What we're doing right here is we're just preheating the vessel, preheating the pour-over cone.
I was going to say you forgot to put the coffee in there. But this is a method to your madness here.
Yes, we have many methods to our madness.
Okay.
Yes. So once everything is preheated, the coffee paper is wet and saturated.
Yeah.
We will make sure, very important here, to dump the water.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So we don't want to, because we don't want to dilute our coffee.
Serve your diluted cup.
Right,
yeah. And so we actually measure everything out as we go here.
Okay.
This is our Ikamama Kenya.
Okay.
We serve JBC beans here. This is the Ikamama Kenya. JBC Coffee, we love these guys. We are really proud to serve their coffee at our shop.
And they're local.
They're local.
They're right here in Madison.
They are. And really proud thing to know about these guys. They have more coffees rated over 90 points by Coffee Review than any roaster in the world this last 5 years.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
We are extremely proud to serve their coffee
I'd be proud. So you put that, now these are pre-measured containers?
You got it, you got it. So we start with 26 grams of coffee in here.
Okay.
And we are going to pour 340 grams of water.
Okay, all right. Wow, so precise.
All right.
So much more precise than the way I make coffee.
So we start with what we call a bloom. This is where we are going to pour just enough water to double the weight in grounds.
Okay.
And the purpose of doing this is to kind of degas the coffee. Coffee is very gaseous in its natural state.
Okay.
And by degassing the coffee a bit, we are removing some of the smell and taste inhibitors.
Okay.
We are also saturating the grounds so that they swell up a bit and kind of get ready for the bulk of the extraction.
Right, yeah.
So I'm going to start with our second pour here.
So you have a first pour, a second pour, and you're pouring really slowly. Now what you explained a little bit about how that kind of inhibits the gas.
Yeah. Well, the purpose of a slow pour here is, they say agitation creates extraction.
Okay.
And if we were to just violently, fast, pour this water right on top of the coffee really fast, we are actually going to come up with an over extraction. You are going to pull more flavors from the coffee than you want that are considered undesirable, bitter, unpleasant.
Sure, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So while we're kind of waiting for this to drain, is this what this is called? Is this draining?
It is draining. Well, it's extracting.
It's extracting.
We're extracting it.
While we are waiting for this to extract, I was going to ask you, is this the best way? Is this like the far superior way to make coffee?
Yeah, good question. Some might feel it's the best way to make coffee. To us, it's just another way to make coffee.
Sure.
Each different brew method we do, you're going to notice new qualities.
Okay.
The pour over tends to really kind of create a cup of coffee that is very light in body.
Yeah.
But it sort of brings out some of the acids in the coffee. And now to us, the acids are going to be the very delicate, light and sweet flavors, your floral flavors, your citrus flavors.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. Most people just drink it for the caffeine. I didn't realize there was so much complexity to it.
Yes, absolutely.
So, talk to us while this is continuing to extract. What sort of specials do you have? What's going on? What's new over at Rosie's?
Well, Rosie's, we got a lot of fun stuff going on right now. We are constantly kind of coming up with new stuff in our bakery. Some of the things that we've been doing lately. I was greeted this morning with a bear crawl right when I walked in.
Okay.
Yeah. So Leo got his Oscar, right?
Okay.
So everyone's going to want bear claws.
Right. Of course. Yeah. Yes.
So we're doing bear claws, apple fritters. We've got a whole new array of bakery bars that we're putting out.
Okay.
Of course, our fabulous peanut butter chocolate mousse cake that everybody loves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Peanut butter and chocolate, match made in heaven.
Yeah.
So we've gotta love that. And so you've got a new menu that you're rolling out. When is the new menu going to be live? What's the plan for that?
Well, if all goes well, and we think it should, we're hoping for April 1st.
April 1st.
Yeah,
okay,
so,
less than a month now.
Yeah, we're gonna keep most of the winners and kind of replace some of our sandwiches with some new beefed up ingredients. We really kind of want to do a little bit more of that kind of farm to table feel. So we're sourcing some local cheeses, Decatur Dairy, for instance.
Yeah.
We're going to be having them on our menu. So yeah, it's gonna be good.
That's exciting. That's exciting. So this is. This takes a little bit of waiting, but I guess it would be the same as if you pressed a button on the coffee maker and just walked away. You just have to babysit it a little bit.
Yeah. It's kind of. I personally think it's a very relaxing process.
Sure.
A lot of the stuff we do at Rosie's is fast and furious. We're moving quick. There's a lot going on at once. This is something that actually forces you to stop and
just slow down a little bit.
Smell the coffee.
Wake up and smell the coffee. Stop and smell the roses.
You got it.
Stop and smell Rosie's coffee.
You got it.
Just figured that out. Wow.
So we are at a total about 350 grams right now.
Okay.
The coffee is just finishing, and we're about ready to wrap it up here.
Excellent. So, do we get to try it here?
Yeah, absolutely.
We've dumped the water from this coffee here and from this coffee cup, and so now I get to try this.
Awesome.
I'm excited.
Cool. So this is the Kenya. This is actually one of my favorite coffees we serve. This tends to be a very full-bodied coffee, very rich, but also very lively at the same time. You're going to notice lots of little sweet flavors kind of dancing all over here.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, it's very rich. It's very rich, but I like lively is a good way to describe it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, not too bitter at all.
Yeah, no, bitter is a word we really try to avoid.
Right.
Yeah, and the cool thing about Rosie's is that we do coffee in lots of different ways. So you can come in and have a pour over with us. As I said, that makes a lighter bodied, very lively cup of coffee. We have a really fun, exciting way to make coffee called the Japanese siphon.
Okay.
It's an inverted siphon.
Sure.
That's a neat way. We also have an AeroPress. And so what's cool about Rosie's is you can come and try the Kenya as a siphon or as an AeroPress as well. And between each method, you're going to notice new qualities of the coffee.
I like how you guys aren't presumptuous to think that this is the only way to do it. This is the only way we do it. You say, hey, whatever works for you, whatever you like.
It's what you like.
Absolutely.
It's what you like. Right.
Andy Lundgren, thank you so much for the coffee.
a lot.
Thank you so much for the lesson. Don't go away. There is more Restaurant Show coming up right after this. Stick around.